What is up, YouTube? I'm back again with another video. Um, in this video, I just want to share a little bit on of how they actually invest your money when you actually sign up for an insurance policy. It doesn't really matter at which company. But before that, let's just get into the intro. Be sure to actually visit us at Rifa Insurance Brokers. We are situated at Sam Nujoma Avenue, just close to MTC there. Also, to check out my clothing brand at 302 Exotics on IG. Hit me up if you want to purchase one of my products. You will thank yourself later, because once you wear 302, my friends, you'll never feel the same again. You will have that boosting confidence to actually pull up to that event, pull up to that interview with Boomer. Yeah, you see, that's what I'm talking about, nigga. Now, I wanted to share the first video that I actually made, but then I had to delay things because I saw that I can actually use this video to explain something way better than the last video, because the last video was actually going to be talking about something different from that. But we will be getting into everything right now. So in this video, we are going to talk about an article that was released a few weeks ago, if not days ago. So this article was published on the 27th of May 2024, and it only speaks about the new housing project at the Jones Mall there. So this project is being handled by IHS. What they are talking about in this video is basically just how insurance works, how investments works, and from my side of the view, I would just like to explain to y'all what they are really talking about when it comes to this type of subject. You see, I do see that investment is a vague subject when it comes to insurance, or just any kind of investment product that you're actually looking into. So when they actually speak of, we are going to do things like the housing project, so these guys are saying they need about 200 million to actually do this project, right? And so far they have raised about 117.3 million, which is now indicating that they are almost done with their project, right? And what caught my attention was the fact that they've raised about 83.9 million, and one of the top 5 investors that actually decided to get into that was GIPF, our own GIPF, the largest investment bank, or you can say that, yeah, the largest investment bank in Namibia that deals with the pension funds of the government workers, right? So for them, actually, it's actually something that they will actually would like to hear, because when they actually pay their monthly premiums, they will actually get to see where their money is actually being taken to, right? So with this being said, what I'm trying to say is, any company that is actually operating under the Namibian constitution has to play by the Namibian rules, right? So if GIPF is actually doing this, then what do we actually expect from other private companies like Metropolitan, Old Mutual? They are also doing their own type of schemes. This is how they actually invest in order to make money for themselves and for the client that actually invested with them, right? So GIPF is going to be part of this initiative. Now, what is actually happening here, I just want to clarify to my clients, and also my YouTube viewers here, that whenever we actually, as an agent, whenever we actually come and we tell you, like for example at Metropolitan, that you should invest for 3 years or more, we are not trying to say that we only want you to invest for that number of years because we want you to do that. No, we are just saying sometimes it's actually not a applicable for you to invest for 6 months, a year or two, when you know that the investments schemes that these guys are actually doing are on a large scale, right? So when I say large scale, we are just talking about something that doesn't take a year to be done, right? So something that doesn't take 6 months to be done. So you also have to also think in terms of how can I maximize most of my profit on the investment that I'm actually making, right? To sell out all those units, right? But then it also depends on the market. How is the market actually reacting to this? Is there enough buyers in the market in order for this to be done within 5 years? And that's why they even set a disclaimer to say it will take 3 to 5 years for them to actually sell out all these houses, depending on how the market is actually moving, right? So if there's more houses and then there's less people to buy, that's an oversupply. So it will take longer for these people to actually sell out all these houses. But if the demand is met, all the organizations that actually invested in this initiative will expect their money within 5 years, right? So what I'm trying to say here also is the fact that when you take out your policy, do not take out your policy and think of, no, I want my money within 3 years. The reason why they say take your policy and use it for the next 10 years is because these people know what they are saying. These people know how the market works. If the project that they invested in takes that long, then why would you actually want to cut your investment short just because you do not want to go for those number of years? Most of the time you find that people actually fail because they do not want to go for that number of years. The third year they come and take everything out. But that's not the way to actually go with your investments. What you want to do is keep your investment going. You can come and take something off. If you don't want something in the lines of retirement, whereas you're only coming to take your money when it is time for you to retire, you can take a simple savings policy. Don't misuse it, but you can always come and take something off of your policy, right? So the other positive impact that this project is actually going to have is the fact that they're actually going to create jobs for people to also have something in their pockets, so that is also another benefit for the economy. So it adds to the GDP. And the other thing is, yes, I know all these things because I've studied the financial markets for almost a decade now. Yeah, that's 7 years running. And I would only say that don't claim to be a trader or a speculator if you don't even know what is going on in your own economy. So right now, I would even, if I had a brokerage account to one of these Namibian brokers, I would even be betting on GIPF stock because I'm expecting it to actually increase, right? So such news is good because once you actually look into that, and that is actually one of the reasons why I understand investments at a large scale, right? When I say large scale, I'm just talking about the duration of the investment. Don't look for an investment that is short-lived, an investment that goes for months or a year. Those are not investments. You have to look into things that can go for a period, 5, 10, 15, 16, 20, 30. Those are investments that are supposed to work for you and for your kids 3, 4, 5 generations to come, right? So honestly, if I had a brokerage account at one of these institutions in Namibia, yes, we do have brokers here in Namibia that are dealing with all those things when it comes to wanting to actually purchase a stock on the Namibia stocks exchange. So yes, yeah, that are locally registered, that only deal with Namibian stocks that are listed on the stocks exchange. I would have been already betting on the GIPF stock right now because I'm expecting an increase. So by 2028, the government employees would be smiling to their bank accounts, especially the ones who are actually retiring by that time, because this is going to be an increase in their revenue. Why? Because once all these houses are sold, and you must also know It's not only these houses, there are other ones, and you must also know that these guys are even investing in this green hydrogen. That's GIPF for you, bruh. And honestly, if you take that and you just place it there and just use your common sense, you will see that other private companies are following the same. Any company that actually operates under the Namibian constitution has to operate the same way GIPF is operating. So there's nothing that you can actually say no, but then GIPF is different from Metropolitan, or it's different from Old Mutual or Sanlam. If it is so, then that would be a criminal offense if they are not investing the very exact way GIPF is exacting. What I'm just talking about is just the fact that we have these projects that are being done. With that being said, this is just what I wanted to just let you know. When I come and I tell you to take out an investment policy, don't just look at it and say, okay, yeah, maybe I will do it one day. You must know that every time you put it off, every time you put your investment off, the inflation is getting closer to you, and you will suffer the consequences. Might not be now, but there will come a time when you will suffer the consequences of inflation, especially in your old age. Especially that time, you have to be the person that is creating your own wealth right now, and you have the opportunity. So that's all I wanted to give on that video. I'll catch you on the next video.